Hello, everyone. The nursing graduates told me that they want to get the show on the road, so on the road we will go. Good afternoon. Welcome to Mid-State's Fall 22 Nursing Pinning Ceremony. Nursing graduates, today we gather to celebrate your entry into nursing. You will be there for your patients to celebrate their joys, their joy of successful surgery, their joy of completing chemotherapy, and the joy of giving birth. You will also have to provide care during times of pain, sorrow, and death. Whatever it is that you are required to do, we know that you will do great things. Before we get to the main attraction of pinning, I would like to acknowledge several people who support and contribute to the success of our nursing program. Thank you to our college president, the executive and academic leaders of the college who support us in many ways and assure we have the resources that we need. Thank you to the counselors and the academic advisors who provide students with personal and academic guidance. And to our clinical partners who welcome us into their agencies with our nursing students. To our advisory committee who collaborates with us to help us build our program even stronger, incorporate best practice, and meet community needs. To the Simulation Center staff who assist the nursing faculty in providing engaging activities that promote learning and self-confidence. And finally, I would like to thank the awesome nursing faculty, both full and part-time, who work very hard in helping students reach their academic and professional goals. If you could please stand and be recognized. My final thank you is to the nursing graduates. Thank you for choosing nursing, and thank you for choosing Mid-State. Mid-State's nursing program has given you a strong foundation to start in your new role. But this is just the beginning of learning. Being a new nurse is like learning how to ride a bicycle. A bicycle with 13 wheels. At the same time, you have to juggle 3 balls and do a crossword puzzle all at the same time. It's completely normal to feel overwhelmed by all of the new responsibilities. But know that even experienced nurses must constantly learn because healthcare requires us to be lifelong learners. I've asked the nursing faculty to share with me some of their bloopers as new practicing nurses. So I have about 5 short stories to share, and each one will include a final teaching tip from the faculty. So one nurse was preparing a medication, a liquid medication, and it's called Mucomist. So I'm going to put the nursing graduates on the spot. What do you know about Mucomist? It smells like rotten eggs, yes. And so even though typically it's okay if we get a little stuff on our uniform, you don't want Mucomist on your uniform. So her tip is, even though you are tired of your maroon scrubs, save them. You never know when you're going to need a spare. Another new nurse, she was tasked to draw some lab off a central line, off someone's port. And the patient was HIV positive. She was nervous about drawing off that port, and she was nervous because the patient had known HIV. But nevertheless, she successfully completed the procedure. But when she was done, the patient turned to her and said, "Don't you think you should have wore some gloves?" Her tip, don't forget the basics and wear proper PPE. Another nurse inserting a nasogastric tube for the first time. She too, nervous, but was pleasantly surprised and quite proud of herself when the tube passed very smoothly. But that was only until the patient started to speak, and it was evident that the tube was coiled up in his mouth. So her tip: accept mistakes, figure out what went wrong, learn from it, and move on. Another nurse working in home care, she was visiting a new mom. She entered the house. The dogs are barking, the baby is crying, the TV is blaring. She decided to take a seat and start her assessment talking with the new mom. And as soon as she sat down, she realized she had just sat in a urine-soaked cushion. Her tip: always scan your environment, and even though you're tired of your maroon uniforms, keep them. You never know when you're going to need a spare. My final story is about a nurse who was trying to complete an intervention for a patient who had fecal impaction. The intervention was being performed on a patient who was also in a Hoyer canvas, and they had him hovered over the toilet. And nursing students, you know what the nursing intervention is, right? Her tip: keep your fingernails trimmed, but leave one sharp and pointy so you can poke through those blister packs when you need the medication. And don't get rid of your maroon scrubs, because you never know when there's going to be a code brown. But in closing, on behalf of the nursing team, we would like to say it's been a privilege to be part of your educational journey. All of us at Midstate extend our congratulations. We honor your hard work and dedication. We are proud and excited to welcome you into the honorable profession of nursing. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna try not to be nervous, and I'm gonna try not to make all of you guys cry. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Michaela Conkle, and I'm one of the nursing students graduating alongside these incredible new nurses sitting here today. I want to start off by saying I'm extremely honored to be chosen as the fall nursing class of 2022 class speaker. Speaking on behalf of all my peers, nursing school has looked quite different for each one of us and has been far from easy as we've all conquered a lot over the last couple of years. From general education courses, endless ATI nursing modules, attending open labs, countless hours of studying, preparing for skill competencies, managing work outside of school, impossible select all that apply questions, and most importantly, sacrificing our personal or family lives to make school a priority, completing nursing school is an extraordinary accomplishment, and we should all be more than proud of ourselves. Along with what I think we would all agree seem like a never-ending amount of time put into this program and the extensive amount of knowledge we have all gained, I think it is safe to say that a great deal of memories and friendships have been made along the way that will last a lifetime. As many of us have been waiting for this day to come, it is hard knowing that we will most likely never be all together again. Along with us all going out and starting our nursing careers and applying for jobs, the amount of free time I have had away from the books and computer screen in just the past couple of weeks has been unusual. I'm honestly not quite sure yet what I'm going to do with all my free time. With that being said, myself and many others have been able to spend more time with family and friends, and I would like to take this time to thank them for the endless amount of support and encouragement throughout school. I would also like to thank everyone else who has helped us along the way, as I think it's safe to say none of us would be here graduating today without the support of our family, friends, peers, tutors, instructors, fellow nurses, clinical facilities, and anyone else I may be forgetting. Each one of us are more than grateful for you, and we want to thank you for everything. As each of us move on with our lives and our nursing careers, I hope none of us forget why we started, and we continue to be the best nurses possible for ourselves and for the populations of patients we serve. Whether we are helping bring babies into this world, providing comforting measures at the end of life, or anything and everything in between, we are all going to make a difference and be the nurses that patients and their families never forget, hopefully in a good way. As I wrap this up, I want to say again, I am so proud of each one of us, and I will never forget the memories I've made with each one of you throughout this experience. From driving to Adam's Friendship at 4:30 in the morning first semester, Ashley buying us Dunkin' during our OB rotation, our deep talks, karaoke nights, staying up until midnight to register for classes, before Sims and clinical, I might add, on those nights, group study sessions, MSNA meetings, going to El Mezcal before our last day of clinical, losing power in Sharon's class, and Haley for teaching our entire clinical group about being dough fetch, or as normal people would call it, being bougie. I sincerely hope the best for each one of you. Class of 2022, we finally made it.
Welcome to the nursing pinning ceremony. What is pinning? A pinning ceremony is a symbolic welcoming of newly graduated nurses into the nursing profession. The tradition of the pinning ceremony represents a rite of passage into a profession committed to caring. It symbolizes the fact that you have earned the privilege to practice nursing and commitment of service to others. The honor of wearing the pin is accompanied by many rights and responsibilities. It has been said a true profession needs to have a sense of its own history. It is important to know where we come from in order to envision what we can become. The history of the nursing pin dates back to the 12th century. At that time, a religious order called the Knights of the Hospital of St. John the Baptist cared for ill crusaders. The knights took a vow to serve the sick. For this, they were presented with a Maltese cross to wear on their black habit that draped over their armor. This signified that they were the caretakers. The first nurse to receive a pin was Florence Nightingale in the 1860s. She was awarded the Red Cross of St. George for her work in the Crimean War. In turn, she began to honor her most outstanding graduates by giving them a Medal of Excellence. In the United States, the tradition of awarding all graduates with a pin began at Bellevue Hospital School of Nursing in New York City in 1880. By 1916, pinning had become a common practice in schools of nursing throughout the United Kingdom and the United States. The Mid-State pin has both a lamp and a book. The lamp is a traditional symbol of excellence which dates back to Florence Nightingale, also known as the Lady with the Lamp. Together, the lamp and the book represent the interrelationship of the art and science of nursing. Faculty bestows the pin to welcome you into the profession. The pinning ceremony serves to remind us of our rich history and our promise as a nurse to serve the health needs of society. The pin you receive today is a symbol of the hard work you have done in order to earn your degree and the privilege of becoming a nurse. We asked some of our colleagues, what does your pin mean to you and why do you wear your pin?
When I think about my nursing pin and what it means to me, I think about all of the dedication and the commitment and effort that I put in to achieve my goal of becoming an RN, and how proud I felt once I did meet that end goal, and to just be welcomed into the profession, into a good community of nurses, and then also to be able to have earned that and go out into the community and take care of people when they're at their most vulnerable and sick times.
When I look at my nursing pin, a few words come to mind. The first being sacrifice. All of the events and social outings that I sacrificed in order to spend time studying and prepping for my test in order to become an RN. Dedication. All the hard work that I put towards prepping and perfecting my nursing skills. And last but not least, strength. The power and the willingness to look past those hard days and push forward to the ultimate goal. And I hope that when you look at your nursing pin, that you feel pride for all that you've accomplished. Congratulations and good luck.
Wear your nursing pin with pride throughout your career. The faculty hopes it will remain a constant reminder of your acceptance of the responsibility a nurse embodies and a commitment to excellence and caring. Congratulations, graduates.
I would like to thank my family and friends for all of their continued support over the past few years. I would especially like to thank my 3 best friends that I made throughout the course of nursing school. These 3 helped to make school fun and were a constant support system for everything in and out of school these past few years.
I truly didn't think I'd make it past the first day of nursing school, and now I'm walking across the stage getting pinned. I need to thank my boyfriend, family, and friends for pushing me to keep going when times were tough. I would like to especially thank the 3 friends I met in nursing school and the endless days that turned into nights of studying and fun.
I would like to thank my parents, family, and friends for the endless amounts of support. I would also like to congratulate the nursing class of 2022.
First, I want to thank my husband for being my rock and picking up my slack. Next, I would like to thank my 3 cute extensions of my uterus for loving me even if I was a subpar mom at times. Also, I'd like to thank my parents who helped us out tremendously so I could go back to school. And last, to the amazing friends I have met in this program that have helped keep me grounded. You guys, we did it. We just added a few letters to the end of our name and didn't have to plan a wedding, even though that probably would have been easier. Good luck.
First of all, I would like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, without whom none of this would have been possible. I would also like to thank my kids, Caleb and Mia, for their constant inspiration and love. To my mom and dad and my Pennsylvania mom and dad for relentless support even into the midnight hours. And to my Aunt Connie and Uncle Rocky for the funny memes and the late night cupcakes, along with Peggy, the nurse who pinned me today and showed me what a nurse should look like. To all of you, I would say without your love and support, this long journey would have been far too difficult and long to take alone. Finally, thank you to my instructors and classmates for your patience and support. After this long journey, thank you seems so shallow, but today I truly do thank you.
To my family, friends, and instructors, thank you for all the support throughout this long journey to become a nurse. I would not be here today without the huge support system that I have. A special thanks to my fiance Brandon for dealing with all my stress, and most importantly, thank you to our girls, Kinley and Camry, for being my motivation on the days when I was ready to quit. I can't thank everyone enough for being by my side through this challenging yet rewarding accomplishment.
So I would like to go ahead and thank my family. First, my fiance for his unwavering support throughout this all. Next, my parents for believing in me and my decision to go back to school to pursue something I'm passionate about. And finally, my grandparents, both here physically with me, and my guardian angel above. Along with my family, my nursing school friends, who turned into family in these last 2 years, I love you all.
I would like to thank my family and friends for all the support and encouragement throughout the program. Without their help, I would not have made it. I especially want to thank my mom and my sister for being my biggest supporters and my fiance for always being there for me. Finally, I want to thank my 3 best friends I made in nursing school. Without them, I would not be here today.
I want to say thank you to my support over the last 2 years, to my in-laws for watching Bennett so I could study, to Marissa and Jack for always asking if you could help in any way, my mom for listening to me every time I needed to talk, my dad for constantly encouraging me and making sure I'm getting homework done, and to my son and husband for always being my rock and making sacrifices so I could chase my dreams. You all have helped me to this stage today. Thank you.
I would like to thank my family and friends for their continuous encouragement and support. throughout the nursing program. You all have been so supportive as I work towards my dream career. I would not be here without you, and I cannot thank you enough.
I would like to thank my best friend, my husband, for being my biggest supporter and encourager throughout my nursing school career. I would like to thank my parents for loving and supporting me through nursing school as well. I want to thank my friends and my family for your support and your patience with me. And thank you to all of my nursing instructors for giving me the knowledge and skills to start my nursing career and to help me make it to this day.
I would like to thank my family and my friends for all the support throughout this program. I would like to especially thank Kenzie and Whit for keeping me sane through these past 2 years, and my husband Peter for standing by my side and putting up with my moods. I wish everyone luck as we start our nursing careers.
I would like to thank my friends, family, and girlfriend Melissa for supporting me through my longer than anticipated nursing journey. Through it all, you have shown support during both the good times and the bad, and you have all never seemed to lose faith that I would accomplish what I set out to do. I love you all.
I would like to thank my parents and friends for all their continuous support and encouragement they provided during my nursing school journey. I would also like to thank my fiance Kyle for being so understanding when I couldn't talk or do very much with him because I had too much homework and studying to do. I would like to thank all of my instructors throughout the program. You have all been great, and without you, we would not be here today. I would like to thank Michaela and Whitley for all the fun memories from nursing school and always inspiring me to progress so I could stand here today with you guys. I would like to wish everyone luck in their nursing careers.
I would like to thank my family and friends for the continuous love and support throughout the nursing program. I would especially like to thank my mom for all the pep talks she gave me to help me through some difficult times through this program. Lastly, I would like to thank my fiance for supporting me and coming over to my house just to watch me study.
I would like to thank my amazing boyfriend, parents, and family for all the encouragement and support over the last 2 years. I also want to thank my friends for always being there for me. Finally, a huge shout out to my niece Hallie and nephews Owen and Bennett for hanging out with their auntie and always making me smile.
I would like to thank my parents for always being my biggest supporters from when I asked them to do head-to-toe assessments in first semester to helping me study for CHA in third and fourth, and letting me live at home through it all. I also want to thank my siblings, my friends, and my grandpas for always believing in me even when I didn't. Also, thank Luna for the constant emotional support snuggles.
I would like to thank my friends, boyfriend, instructors, and family for being my biggest supporters through nursing school. I would like to specifically thank my parents for being my biggest supporters, as you were there for me on the hardest days and respected my time when school had to come first. I would also like to thank all the amazing friends I made along the way. You became some of my best friends, and I am so happy to say that we have finally made it.
I would like to thank my family, especially my parents, Grandma, Nick, and Jed, for being here today and for putting up with me through this entire journey. Thank you for the endless support, encouragement, and believing in me even when I didn't believe in myself. I couldn't have done this without you. For my son Jed, you were my motivation, the reason I went back to school and pushed through. I hope I have set a good example of what can be accomplished with hard work and dedication. I love you. And lastly, thank you to the nursing instructors that made this possible, and to my best friend Kaylee for being here to pin me today and always being by my side.
I would like to thank my family for their love and support during the last 2.5 years. I would like to specifically thank my husband for all of his sacrifices and for believing in me even when I doubted myself. Our daughter Liliana for the warm hugs and kisses when I was feeling down and for the high fives when I passed the test. My parents, siblings, Aunt Mary, and my late mother-in-law Sarah for helping with Lily and for constantly telling me how proud they are of me. I couldn't have done it without all of you. Si se pudo.
Bill, we did it. I could not have made it through nursing school without you. You were there to wipe my tears, and you were there to celebrate after every accomplishment. Thank you, and I love you the most. Thank you to my mom and dad for always believing in me and encouraging me to never give up. Thank you, Larry and Deb, for your support and for your help for Bill and I these past 2 years. And finally, thank you to my friends and family for always being understanding when I had to cancel plans or forgot to respond to text messages.
I would like to first thank my husband, Justin. You've been my absolute rock from day one. You're my best friend, and I'm so appreciative of all the times you did extra with the kids or around the house so I could study. You've been so patient with me, and I love you always, but especially because you let me cry and complain a million times, and you were still there to listen and for lots of hugs. Thank you for everything. Next, I want to thank my babies. I love you so much, and I'm so glad you don't have to see Mommy studying or this stressed anymore. I would also like to thank my family. They have supported my decisions and my dreams. I finally did it. I love you guys. Lastly, a huge thank you to Christina Hoyt. She has been an amazing instructor to learn from. She is the most kind, patient, and I hope I can continue to learn from her as I start my career.
I would like to thank my family and friends for helping me accomplish my dream of becoming a nurse. I especially want to thank my husband, who gave me the courage to start this journey and who sacrificed so much for me to be able to focus on school. I want to thank the classmates who have now become friends for encouraging me and supporting me throughout the program. Lastly, thank you to the instructors who helped me learn how to be a nurse, but more importantly taught me to trust myself.
I would like to thank my family and friends for your continued love and support. I would also like to thank the instructors that shaped my nursing education and inspired me to continue to work hard for my dreams. To all my classmates that turned into friends, thank you for all the tears, both good and bad, and for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. These past 4 semesters have been challenging, and I couldn't have done it alone.
I would like to thank all my friends and family for their continuous encouragement and support during this journey. I would also like to thank my peers who have been by my side when times get hard. And lastly, I would like to thank my instructors for their encouragement, knowledge, and tools, which have helped shape me as a nurse. I couldn't have done it without any of you.
I want to thank my amazing husband, Zach, for all the support. I couldn't have done this without you beside me. Thank you to Croy, Emma, and Ella. Thank you for understanding why I didn't make it to every game or wasn't there at bedtime. To my parents and in-laws, thanks you for all the support and love. To the friends I have made along the way, thank you for the laughs, the cries, and the study sessions. And thank you to everyone else who has helped me along the journey.
I would like to thank my family and friends for their continued support throughout this process. I want to thank my husband, Alec, for taking on all the extra work and allowing me the time I needed to successfully work through this program, as well as his support and love that he continuously showed me along the way. I'd like to thank my daughter, Navi, for all of the little moments of joy and playfulness that she brought to my days full of tests and the fleeting moments of feeling inadequate. Lastly, I want to thank my mom for continuously encouraging me throughout this process, and for everyone who worked in the background to help fill in the gaps and keep my daughter's days filled with endless attention and love.
I did this for my kids to remind them of the importance of perseverance to the point of tenacity. This was no quick or easy feat, and to say I couldn't have done it without these people is an understatement. To my husband, Jason, and his amazing parents for helping me with the kids while I put all these hours into this dream. It truly takes a village. I can't explain my level of gratitude to everyone who have supported me. Friends and instructors, you all know who you are. Thank you. I love you all so much.
I would like to thank Coleman and Cody for being great dads and not letting me quit every time I asked. Michael for being the most supportive brother from a distance. Leah, Ella, Mason, and Obi for being so big and understanding, and Deb and Larry for all their help with the kids.
I would like to thank my husband and children for their support throughout nursing school. To my husband, C, thank you for your sacrifices that you've made for us and encouragement to keep pushing forward. To my girls, Doiki and Nuki, who cheered me on throughout the endless nights of writing notes and studying. Thank you to my parents and family for sacrificing their time to help me with babysitting on clinical days.
I would like to thank all of my family and friends who have supported me through the ups and downs of the last 2 years of the program,
I would like to thank my boyfriend Mason, who was always there to remind me to take breaks and care for myself through endless nights of studying. Thank you to my parents and grandparents for always letting me know I can do great things when I put my mind to it and encouraging me to be proud of myself throughout this program.
I would like to thank my husband for all his love and support. It has been a tough journey, which I felt many times I would not be able to continue, but with his support, I was able to keep pushing myself forward to get to where I am today. Also, thank you to my kids for doing their best to understand I was not able to spend as much time as I wanted with them during busy days of schoolwork. Lastly, I'd like to thank my husband's workplace for being flexible and allowing him to work around my schedule throughout nursing school. It helped decrease some of the stress. Thank you.
I would like to thank my family and friends for their love, encouragement, and support over the past 2 years throughout nursing school. I would also like to thank the classmates who turned into friends as well. We got through this program by supporting each other and leaning on each other like family along the way. Thank you to everyone who was there on the bad days and reminded me of my why. Lastly, I would like to thank the instructors who have been there to provide the support and encouragement we needed, even if we haven't had them since first semester. I would especially like to thank Sharon for pinning me and being a breath of fresh air at the end of the program. You are an amazing nurse, instructor, and role model.
Hello. Will all nurses please rise and join me in the reciting of the Florence Nightingale Pledge? I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. With loyalty will I endeavor to aid the physician in his work and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care.
Wow, guys, we really did it. Hello, for those who may not know me, my name is Jordan Vetter, aka Tall Jordan, or some may even say Jordan with a Y. I truly am so proud and honored to be graduating with this class. Each one of us has adapted and learned how to flourish under such great pressure. All of us being here today is great evidence of how far we have come. Inspiration really is a funny thing. Sometimes it stems from life experiences, or sometimes it just comes out of nowhere for some. For just a second, I would like for every graduate to think of their inspiration that stemmed either before or during this long yet exciting journey. I'd like to share with you all one of my many inspirations for nursing, specifically pediatric nursing. At the young age of 2, my younger sister was hospitalized for an unknown condition. Lots of time had passed through many procedures and many assumed diagnoses. She even experienced the unfortunate false hope of being in better condition and was sent home, but then had to return to the hospital yet again for more care. West Nile virus was eventually determined as the culprit. The nursing staff was there through the ups and downs to hold my sister's hands, my parents' hands, and my grandparents' hands, and they made such a large impact on her care. She was paralyzed on the entire left side of her body, and she struggled to do anything that a toddler should be able to do. I want to help families like mine, those who have no idea what the worst is until it happens and everything seems to unravel at once. The way the nursing staff cared for not only my sister, but for our family as a whole has always inspired me. Fortunately, that little, not so little anymore girl is here today, perfectly healthy, just as if nothing had ever happened. She is my inspiration for pediatric nursing. I just want us all to recognize our own inspiration. It's what keeps you going on the most challenging of days. Never forget your reason. So, on behalf of myself and my fellow classmates, I would like to sincerely thank each and every instructor and mentor who has continuously encouraged us to put our best foot forward even on the toughest of days. I would also like to extend great gratitude to all of our friends and family members, lots of you who are here to support us once again today. To my classmates, go celebrate. You did it. Go live out your passions and chase all of your dreams, but please promise to take time for yourself. I would like to personally thank everyone in attendance today, instructors, those who we've asked to pin us, family, friends, significant others, and many, many more who have supported us through this journey. This was truly a great achievement for us to all celebrate together today. This will conclude our pinning ceremony. Thank you all once again.